Even as farmers prepare for Delhi Chalo protest, there's a flag march of security personnel happening at the Shambu border. Remember, farmers have been demanding a legal guarantee on MSP and they've been protesting for that. The government has been engaging talks with them, but they haven't succeeded so far. Meanwhile, security personnel also fired tear gas shells intermittently at farmers as they geared up to resume their march towards Delhi. Meanwhile, the centre has offered to host fresh talks with the farmers again and discuss various issues including MSP and crop diversification. Government has offered fifth round of talks. Punjab government meanwhile has replied to Home Ministry saying that it is wrong to say that Punjab government was allowing people to gather. The situation is being constantly monitored. We will take steps if needed. This is what Punjab government has said. There is also massive police deployment at the Singhu border. Government has said that it is ready to discuss all issues like MSP demand. Government has also said that it is important for us to maintain peace while protesters wait at Shambu border. The government's message is being relayed to all the protesters at the borders. Massive gathering of farmers at Shambu border. Delhi Chalo protest is yet to begin.
देखिए, मैं सबसे पहले तो ये कहूँगा कि चौथे दौर तक की बातचीत होने के बाद किसान संगठनों के माध्यम से जो प्रतिक्रिया आई, हम उसे संज्ञान में लेते हुए पुनः पांचवें दौर की बैठक और उस बैठक में ऐसे सभी मुद्दे जिन मुद्दे पर हम मिलकर समाधान निकाल सकते हैं, वार्ता के लिए हम तैयार हैं। चाहे वो एमएसपी का हो, चाहे वो पराली का मुद्दा हो, चाहे एफआईआर का हो, चाहे क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन का हो।
I have my colleagues Mohammad Ghazali and Aishwarya reporting from the borders. Let me go across to Aishwarya first. Aishwarya, tell us, what is the sentiment among farmers today? The talks went on for a long time, but they have not been conclusive so far. The government has offered a fifth round of talks. So what is it that is happening at the borders today, and how are the farmers going to proceed for now? Okay, Aishwarya, what is happening on the ground? We saw visuals of a flag march happening at Shambu border. What is the sentiment among farmers today, and how are they going to proceed for now?
Well, certainly on one side at Shambu border, there was a meeting that was called up by the farmer union leaders after the invitation sent out by none other than Union Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda, who had proposed another level of talks, that is the fifth round, before what we saw is four round of talks went inconclusive, and therefore the reason perhaps Arjun Munda himself stated that now government is ready to talk on the MSP, on the FIRs that were lodged against farmers earlier, on the crop diversification, and other than that, it was also about the stubble burning. But certainly, it was a long hours meeting that went at Shambu border between the farmer unions, and it was later decided that they will go on to move forward from Shambu border to march towards the national capital. Currently, where I am is the place where Delhi and Haryana gets connected, and this is the Singhu border. And just behind me, as you can see, is a heavy police deployment over here at the Singhu border. There are multi-layers of barricading which have been put forward. Flag marches is currently underway at Singhu border as well. And my camera person will show you the visuals of Rapid Action Force just placed right behind the concrete barricading on which we are standing and reporting currently from. That's another layer of barricading, and just behind that are Delhi police personnel deployed with the gears, and at last it is Rapid Action Force again deployed. So multi-level of security personnel, over 2,000 of them deployed at Singhu border. There are fencing wires and shipping containers also being placed. So complete sealing off of Singhu border and here currently, and they are waiting for further orders as to what action unfolds at Shambu border, where farmers have finally decided that they will go on to march and try to enter the national capital to protest.
Thank you, Aishwarya. That is, those are the visuals of flag march at Singhu border. And that was my colleague Aishwarya reporting from ground. Let me go across to my other colleague, Mohammad Ghazali, who joins us from also the Shambu border. Ghazali, Punjab and Haryana High Court has been, hearing this matter. We heard what the court said. And, today we also saw, farmers starting this march towards Delhi, and government making this appeal to maintain peace and also offering a fifth round of talks. How is it looking on the border? How is it looking on the ground?
See, it doesn't look from any way that either talks are going to happen anytime soon. I'll just show you that big Poklin machine which has made its way through here, and why that has made its way through here, because the leaders kept appealing people to maintain peace, and Sarwan Singh Pandher, the farm union leader, went towards the border to ask permission to go towards Delhi, but these security forces started pelting, throwing the tear gas shells through drone. And we were right there when we were speaking to Mr. Pandher. He had gone near the barricades to ask security forces that we want to go towards Delhi peacefully. But the moment he returned from that barricade towards this side, the tear gas shells were fired upon the protesters through drones, and multiple drones came over the sky and started dropping the tear gas shells. And that is the reason why that the talks have failed, because on one side, Sarwan Singh Pandher says that the government is ready for talks or is willing for talks, but the security forces are still lobbing tear gas shells after almost every 15 to 20 minutes, while the protesters are not even going near the barricades. So we managed to capture that when Sarwan Singh Pandher was talking to the media persons that we will try to go towards Delhi peacefully, and I have gone and spoken to the security forces, and despite that, tear gas shells continue to be dropped on the protesters. And right now, the visuals you saw, that big Poklin machine, is something which Haryana DGP had written about to the Punjab DGP, that these earth movers, big JCB machines, or what this Poklin machine should not be brought near the protest site. And we are also hearing, though there are unconfirmed reports, but what we are picking up is that from the other border, the Kanori border, one protester has lost his life. We have got unconfirmed reports that is very unconfirmed as of now. But the situation is very tense right now, because since morning the farm union leaders kept saying that we are ready for talks. They left the spot, went to a nearby police station, sat there to discuss the proposal. But while the farm union leaders were discussing the proposal, the tear gas shells were being dropped on the protesters, and that has perhaps enraged everyone over here near the Shambu border. And the farm union leaders have now said that they will march towards Delhi. Yet they say that we want the government to stop the tear gas shelling on the protesters.
Okay, thank you, Ghazali and Aishwarya, for joining us.